Aha, we're live. What's up, guys? Welcome to the daytime stream for Wednesday. What should Wednesday be all about? I feel like Wednesday is definitely a slower day of the week. Let's see. Pricing up slabs. We should say new. What should be new? How about top split close? And we should also talk about new OP17, new ST01 Dragon Ball. How about just new OP17, new ST1? And then finally, live card shop. All right, we'll try that. Pretty boring title. We've been doing those titles where it's like we just say what's actually in the stream. All right, we'll hit done on this. Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back. It's Wednesday, and it's definitely not Tuesday. All right, we got this never-ending card shop. Closing this, opening this, pausing this. All right. Now we're going to choose automatic. We're going to hit save on that. Excuse me. Oh, man, I got a cough. All right. Let's grab the tags real fast. All right, here are the tags. FedEx just dropped off a package at my home, and it's not even mine, and it's gigantic. They dropped off a gigantic package that definitely does not go to me. Makes me wonder how many packages I've lost that I probably am not even aware of. You know, because when you look them up on eBay, they'll say delivered, but it would have been delivered to a neighbor or something like that. You know, it's pretty serious. How is the mister today? Well, I'm feeling okay. I have a slight headache. It is probably from food. All right, we're putting tags in. That's right. All right. It's a fresh day. We got these lovely new sets on the menu. Lots of good new sets. We also have those BGS slabs. They're all priced up now. They're ready to come off the table. And we're ready to start rotating into consignment slabs. All right, there we have it. We ought to have an auction day of the week. When do you guys think it should be auction day? Friday, maybe? All right. Ladies' night is over. I thought that was actually pretty successful. You know what I noticed? There were a lot of ladies in this stream, so that was kind of cool. Okay, we're going to grab the link. All right. Today's the day after. We're going to say here, we're live right now for Wednesday daytime. Okay. Mr. hasn't worn socks this week. I almost never wear socks. Yeah, I don't wear socks all year long, like in the winter or the summer. I hate socks. I hate them. My mom couldn't get me to wear them when I was a kid. I hate socks. I hate that hot feeling. I hate the touch. That's why I like sandals so much, man. That feeling of that hot, sweaty sock makes me go crazy. Why would you want your feet to be like 10 degrees warmer? It's nuts. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Okay, let's pause this. Good, let's go ahead and plug in the website. Here we are. A lot of people claiming to be a lady because I dislike being cold. Dude, I can't cool my feet off enough, dude. I have to not wear socks or I'll get angry, man. If I put on socks, I'm having a bad day. Simple. All right, let's see. Yeah, if I put on socks, I'm having a bad freaking day. grabbing this. Oh, no. I actually want this, don't I? Here it goes. Okay, let's cross-advertise to Instagram. Wow, look at this timeline for the Lugia. Look. October 2025. Remember, people were freaking out and saying you need to sell your Pokemon cards? And then by April 2026, it jumps from 36,000 to 72,000. And then people are telling you, oh, you need to take profits. Then from April to July, it jumps from 72 to 120. Then from July to August, 120 to 132. Then August to August, 148. That's a pretty big stretch from last year, October. Anyone who sold out of their position back in October because the market spiked made a humongous mistake. Oops. Shouldn't have done that. Oops. All right. Let's get in here. Oh, nope, that's not what I want. I want this. Oopsies. Shouldn't have done that. Let's see. We're going to click post. And then we're going to grab this guy. And hit delete. And we're going to click post. So easy to comment on Instagram. I wonder why Facebook's so slow. Let's look at our dashboard for Facebook. All right. Here's the dashboard for Facebook. Take a look at that. 1.1 million views. Wow. $82 of ad revenue. That's kind of interesting. Look at this though. Look, it fell pretty hard here. So it hits a spike up here of 150, and over here it's 17,000. So we must have had one video do very well on this day and on this day as well. Mike's side, I think those are the auction videos. So those auction of the week videos I think are very important. Not only that, I think, you know, the auction of the week videos should be stacked with as much information as possible each week. So they should be timely and they should be stacked with information. In other words, I probably think it would be a good idea to try and find, you know, auction information that maybe other people don't even share, you know? So like, for example, it's very easy to go online and find the big 10 cards that last sold. That's good. But imagine we could get pieces of information that other content creators didn't bother looking up. Like maybe there's a card that did really well that no one noticed and no one added to their auction of the week videos. So we should try to contain some of the best, most interesting information in our auction of the week videos. And does it say what did so well that day? I don't think it says. Anyways, we'll learn more about that in a minute. All the boxes on the floor trigger my OCD. Let me organize it. Yeah, we have a couple boxes on the floor. Most of it is organized. It's just we get a little overflow. It can't be helped. Every time I clean it, it just fills back up because we have so much different products, and they all have to fit within an arm's reach around me. So it's more like I've gotten very used to having a very complex area. There's just no way to fit it all over there. It just can't be done. All right, let's get back over here. We're still sharing. Okay, let's see this. I don't know why this does this. Sometimes it pops it out in a window. I don't want a window. Dooba 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 doo. Okay, we're gonna hit post on this. There we go. All right. Someone canceled automatic payments to me. That's wild. Let me take a look at this. Wow. How long had that been running? That's crazy. We closed down the oh man, neck ache. We closed down Poke stand, like, I swear, like 2 years ago almost. So it's like, was that guy really paying $6 a month for 2 years? Yes. Let's go ahead and throw these away. I've thought about premium channels in our Discord server. I've thought about that. Have you guys thought about that? All right, let's see what we got here. Eric Rodriguez. He says, slab away. Sorry, my bank doesn't use ZELLE anymore. No problem, Eric. No problem at all, man. Let's take care of you real fast. I'm going to jump over to slab away. $70. So you have an Umbreon, and it's going to go from 137 to 67. 67. Boom. All right, that's updated. No problem. Let's put this back up here. Man, why do I have like a slight headache? It's so annoying. It's like not heavy enough for me to take a painkiller, and it's not, it's there, you know, like you feel it at the same time. It's like, damn, bro. We have this box break requiring one more person. Check that out. A bit of fun here. This is way underpriced just to get it sold quickly. $40 for the whole box, basically. And yeah, so this is like mega clearance. And we did this the other night, and it sold pretty fast, and we're doing it again for fun. Do a little of that brown dust move. We got a lot of brown dust. Excuse me. All right. Look at that, Whalmore. Ooh, Whalmore. Just take a painkiller. Nah, I try to avoid taking painkiller as long as I can. Like, I was tempted to take some last night because I think I strained my arm. I don't want to take a painkiller every time I have pain. I'll take it when it's like really debilitating pain. All right. Only when the pain's severe. My instincts tell me painkiller in general should not be like overused. All right. Adjusting the camera there. Very good. Here we are. It's another day. Hello, I was wondering how much I have left on my slab away. There is a channel in the Discord server. So if you haven't joined our Discord server, give me a minute. Here it is. You can scan that to join it. And then we have a channel in the Discord server called... Boop, 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 boop. Where is it? There's so many channels. It's literally called Slab Away. Ah, here it is, Slab Away. Okay, and it looks like this, okay? So you should be able to look your stuff up in the Slab Away channel. Cares texted me. Oh my God. Okay, put that away. Okay. What set Latios and Latios are we talking about? The bird, you know, Latios, I sold way back for like 300 raw. It was one of the cleanest copies I've ever seen. Then went to PSA 10. Dude, got it, and wow, we see what it is worth. Yeah, sorry to hear that, man. Yeah, we've all made mistakes. I've made mistakes too. Like, for example, a long time ago, I bought this Dark Charizard, first edition, PSA 10 holographic. This was very early on, and I bought it for $800. And then I sold it for $1,000, and I thought I was a genius. I was like, whoa, I just made $200 in one day. Like, that was a shocking amount of money for me, coming from working regular jobs, like $12.50 an hour, you know, to suddenly make $200 in one day on a sale. That was shocking. And I thought I was a genius. I thought I'd done very well. And then in less than like 2 years, the card shoots up to $4,000. All I had to do was hold it. And then crazy enough, that Charizard today is like an $18,000 card. So yeah, all I really had to do was hold that card. I never had to sell it. Flipping was not required. That card was going to the moon. It probably still is, you know. It's a great card. My name isn't on there. Okay, well, what's your name? I can help you. You can tell me your name here. You can tell me your name in a private Discord message. Just fold this over. I'm listening to No Scrubs right now. Is that a 90s song? Hey, what's up, Alex Silva? Get in contact with me because is it possible it's expired? Did the Slabaway expire? Is it under a different name? Here's Nathaniel Martinez. 1 Simpsons, 1 Emerald Storm. You got it. 1 Emerald Storm. Efren Arriaga. Efren Arriaga. All right. I should be able to look this up really fast. Let me try to find this. How do you spell that, with an E? So yours is expired. It's from May 2025, and it's now August 2026. So what you should do, Efren, is get in contact with me on Discord, and we'll work out a refund for some of your slab, okay? Because it looks like you did pay a little bit into the slab, so you're going to get a refund. So go ahead and reach out to me in Discord and send me a private message. Tell me who you are. I have all the data is saved in a private channel, so we should be able to take care of you, okay? All right. So now you know. Let me go ahead and grab this. Let me go ahead and accept some friendships. I wish on Discord I could just be friends with everyone and not have to accept their friendships, because that would be a lot more convenient. All right, Nathaniel, let me get that Simpsons pack. Okay, thank you. No problem, man. There you are. Okay, that's how Slab Away works, everybody. There we are. So we'll grab these, place it over here. Ivan says, hey, everyone. Hey, what's up, Ivan? We got Mr. Ivan here. Look at this. So, here's Maggie. Oh, I will not sell school property. I will not sell school property. That's a real crime. Some of his crimes are a little silly, right? Like, I will not tell people, or I won't tell people that they can fly. I will not sell school property. That's just theft. I have an announcement to make. I'm bored. Time for our favorite cartoon, Itchy and Scratchy. Don't have a cow, man. Your father's chasing after Bart because he loves him. Nice try, Mom. The brave undersea explorer. Shut up back there, you little smart Alex. There you are. Stand back, comrades. The smell alone from this closet can be lethal. And I said, knock it off. There was a time period before The Simpsons. There we are. Family life must have been so much more boring back then, you know? It is. Then The Simpsons comes out, and The Simpsons, in a way, kind of builds an imaginary sense of reality. You know what I mean? Like what could be, or how to behave, or what's funny. Isn't that interesting? Like humans learn by observation, right? We watch our parents and we learn from our parents. Eventually we start to learn from TV. So one day people are watching The Simpsons going, hey, that's pretty funny. And they start to probably mimic some of the behaviors, whether it be Marge or Homer or Lisa or Bart. And so TV becomes this place to learn about how you could behave, or it's a foil or a mirror or an imaginary sense of reality. That all begins back in the 80s or something, right? Late 80s, perhaps. And then there was a life before that time period, and humans just had to be however they were based on just looking outside or something. There was a time before TV. So you didn't have TV, maybe you had radio, but you just looked outside and that dictated how you behaved. Isn't that interesting? There was really nothing. Maybe a bit of theater, classical, I don't know. But we evolved to have more and more intense imaginatory works, and then that's where we become probably, the modern version of ourselves, where everyone's a bit sassier and funny and fashionable. All right, Nathaniel, let's grab your bag. Oh, right. There was a gentleman. I was saving some bulk for him. Here it is. All right, so this shall go right over to Mr. Justin K. He said I took away his Pokemon bulk last night, and he wanted it. There you go, Justin. All right, that's corrected. If you think about it, this thing I'm describing becomes more powerful over time, not weaker, but more powerful. And then eventually we get the internet. Here's Tim's bag. We get the internet, and then the ability to have viral memes and funny moment explodes. So everybody gets way edgier. Everybody gets perhaps more narcissistic as the struggle for attention begins, and everyone becomes just way more aware of each other. It is. In other words, humans today probably look and behave and sound nothing like humans from the past. So you've got a bag. Where's that bag? Nathaniel Martinez. Gruber, Mr. Gruber stopped in last night. How cool is that? These overflow boxes are making it hard to look into the end boxes. Here's Nathan Mitchell. There's 2 Nathan Mitchell bags. 1 and 2. And they're both about the same size. So why don't we go ahead and combine these? Okay. Okay, Nathan Mitchell now has 1 bag. Ooh, very nice. Organized. Mister, you like my new Pokemon collection? They are CK9s. Oh, I haven't seen it. All right, Nathan. So let's see. Still haven't found you. Let me throw this away. Magic the Gathering split. Let's see. Aha, your bag doesn't have one of those special stickers at the top that makes it so easy to find. Isn't that interesting? So if you do it to some of them, you got to do it to all of them. Let's go ahead and write you a sticker. Funny how that added to the search time. Because my brain goes to check the stickers first now. And then once all the stickers are checked, then you start searching for non-stickered bags. All right, there we have it. Sending money for slab away. Hey, what's up, Jacob? Jacob, you'll notice when your packages arrive that they're missing the 20 stands. I had Miss Alexis ship that out on Monday. I asked her, in fact, I said, hey, did you ship that guy his 20 stands? And she said, oh my gosh, I forgot to. So I printed up another label, and she came in on Monday and shipped it, okay? So they're also on the way. They're going to show up a couple days late, but you should receive them like 2 to 3 days after your main packages. All right, what do we got here? Gonna hit refresh. You got a sealed Naruto Topps box? I do, yeah, I've got a sealed Naruto Topps box. If you want to open a whole box, that's totally possible. Here's Mr. Stephen Chang. Can I get 1 Storm Emeralda, 1 Riftbound, and 1 Vendetta, and 1 Unleashed? Yes, here we are. There's Storm Emeralda. There's Vendetta. Here's Unleashed, which that box is empty now. So we just cleared the last pack out of the Unleashed. I don't know how much Unleashed we have. Maybe I should go looking. And then here's a Spirit Forge. You know, I do think I should stand up. I should stand up and check for more Unleashed. So I'll be right back. Just in case we sold out, because we might have sold out. My gosh, the cat was going crazy. Here we are. So we are well stocked. We got all 3 of them, or 4 of them, because Origins is there too. We're down to 3 boxes of Origin. Where do I send my address for shipping? Here, let me jump over here for shipping. Well, normally you would email me if you needed to ship something. Here it is. You would need to send it here, okay? But keep in mind, you got to have something to ship. Do you have a bag? Is that what we're talking about here? Okay, I accepted the friendship. Are you human? Why is it asking me if I'm human? Select characters. What the that's so dumb, dude. All right, did that work? Dude, I've been a user of Discord for like 7 years. How's it asking me if I'm human? All right. Very good. He says, yes, I have a small bag. Okay. I think we should double check to make sure it's not a year old, okay? because I haven't seen that name in a while. Let's see. That's why when you mentioned your name earlier, I was like, But let's see if it's there. So let's start there, okay? We got Emmanuel. We got Edward. So you're not in box 2, which is where the bag should be located. Elijah, Elizabeth, Edward, Eduardo. Ah, you do have a bag. Okay. Oh, you got a modern bag. Okay, look at that. It says 526. You got plenty of time on that bag. You're in a good situation. Your bag's not old at all. There you are. Very nice. I'll go put this in box 2 now. Very good. Now let's get back to this order. Sorry, we get a lot of bags. We get a lot of names. It can get, it's almost impossible for someone like me to track it. I mean, my brain can only hold so much information. For some reason, my brain kind of associated the bag with the slab away, so I thought, maybe this is gone. All right. It's too hard to eat my KK9 pikas. What do I do? Your KK9 pikas? Put them in a soup. Put this over here. Oh, you're talking about the donuts? Oh, Krispy Kreme donuts. Yeah, I don't know, man. Those are pretty heavy, huh? I like donuts and all. I don't think I could eat them right now myself. I think it'd give me a headache or something. Ooh, Eye of Twilight. Ooh, probably get heartburn and headache. There. Today I woke up and I heated up one of those Factor meals and then I just stared at it. And then I gave up. I ended up eating beef jerky. It's like one of the only things I feel like I can safely eat. Here's the only thing I can eat that doesn't make me feel sick afterwards. How are you, mister? I'm feeling all right. How are you, man? Putting all these over there. That's for you. Thank you so much, Mr. Stefan. No Siggy popping out this time. Maybe next time. You got some hollows here. ST box, huh? Where are we hiding the ST box? There it is. I thought the Pokemon emblem was to say, but you can't. You have to eat it. You have to eat the Pokemon emblem? Oh my gosh. There we are. Good. Can I see what's in my bag? No problem. Let's show you what's in your bag. So you got these guys. That's a full art. Lucian. Rattata. You got a lot of cards that are in multi-sleeve, or multi-cards that are in one sleeve. Battle Mistress. Let's see. Here's Blue Sentinel. That's textured. I'm assuming the texturing is a good thing. Got some hollows. Got some Yugis. Got some Avatar. Wonder if I should restock that. Oh wait, no, that's Magic Avatar. I was thinking of Weiss Avatar. Magic the Gathering's been doing pretty well overall. Yeah, Magic has gotten us a lot of sales over time. There we go. I sent you a picture in Discord. I had to buy them. Let's take a quick look. I think I saw that picture. Oops, hold on. The Pokemon donuts. Let's see. Here it is. Yes, there they are. They look very sugary. Oh man, they look like I'm gonna die if I eat those. I don't know what Wegovy does, but if you try to eat sugar, it makes you feel sick. It's almost like it just sits there and doesn't do what it was supposed to do. I get a headache if I eat a donut now. It's crazy. Okay, let's hit refresh on this. Website's all good. Let's check. Here we have ZELLE. We have Ryan Trejo. He says, pre-grade on the Gengar. Ooh. All right, I'm scared. So our pre-grades cost $3 per card. They're very good. I can even tell you if your card has a shot at a black label. It is. Hey, Musabot. What's up, Musabot? Musabot joining the stream and doing a donation right away. Crazy. Hey, if you guys don't mind, take a second and smash that like button too. Let's get those likes up real fast. All right. So you're over here. And this would be like $704, I think. There it is. 704. Wow, 704 from Ki-Hyun Row. 284 from Mark J. Valerian. I did only 190. That's a lot of money, guys. I know that's a lot of money. There we go. in 1 month. Now, let's see what we got here. Okay, front of the card looks pretty good, except for this corner up here, which you can tell is not cut correctly. So the cutting on this edge is not round. Okay, more like opal. That's going to show up on the back as well, obviously, but that corner looks nice and strong. That corner looks nice and strong. Then you get to this corner. Can you see it? How close am I allowed to actually be? All right, over here we're seeing sort of a half dot. We're also seeing that square cut corner on this side. And then up here, that's the real problem. That card right there, you got a white dot on the right side here, and you got a white corner, like completely white edge there. So there you have it. Yours was close because the centering was nice. I think the square cut corners could reduce its odds out of 10. Do you see that? Not cut properly, and then not cut properly here either. So it used to be the case PSA didn't give a crap about that stuff. That might not be true anymore. They might care now. Hollow was nice and strong there. Look at that. So with all of that in mind, is that a white dot? It looks like it. 1, 2, 3, 4 square cut corner. I'm going to hand out at least an 8. I mean, it might be a 7. All right. Here we are. I'll say 8 minus because it might be a 7. Okay. How many Simpsons packs and boxes do you have left? Ooh, that's a great question. I don't know. Are they wrongly priced? Is that why? That's a great question because usually people don't go heavy on the Simpsons. I noticed some of those old Topps sets seem to be going up in price. There we go. There we go. Putting that in there. Very nice. Okay. That account was created 3 minutes ago, so it's being hidden. I'm going to send a PSA. Now, Ryan's all done. Here's Efren. He says, shipping. All right, Mr. Efren, thank you so much. Do we already have your address? Maybe he already mailed us or emailed us the address. Let's take a quick look. Good deal, man. I'm jumping over here. Oops. I'm going to go ahead and reset the shipping software. So let's get that done. Welcome, guys. Happy Wednesday. How are you guys? I heard people are legit selling the empty boxes. Yeah, you're talking about the donuts, right? The Krispy Kreme donut box. Crazy. All right. Any official Pokemon thing will sell. Have you weighed any of your Harry Potter base set packs for grading? Oh, yeah, we talked about potentially doing that. I forgot that. Okay, it looks like we do need your address, Mr. Efren. Let me contact him. Oh, here it is. Let's see. This will work, but also give me your email address. All right. I'll mark this unread. So we're pretty close, but we want that email address. You know why? That will allow me to send you the tracking number. All right. I bought some vintage Mickey Mouse today. I'm putting my donuts in eBay. Trying to complete the set. Picking up some Simpsons packs from you a while back. Yeah, here, let's take a look at it real fast. I've got my laptop in my lap. Let's see. Let's change the way I typed this in. So a lot of the Topps products have actually jumped in price, and I just have not kept up with that. I don't see any for sale. Let me check. Sold, maybe? So I can't find any of them. I can see some sold in the past, back in July. Let's see. Box looks nice, but the kid in the front got the last one. I told him. No cards in that pack. Here's a pack. All right. What are we charging on ours? So people are like selling the empty box. This would be under tops, right? Let's see, tops. All right. So our top Simpson pack is way underpriced. I can tell from right now, it is very underpriced. Oh, look, there's those film cards. That's cool. The first problem is you can't find the set at all. I don't think there's any boxes up here. I don't see any. Maybe I'll try searching for it again. Yeah, I can't find it at all. Are there just no boxes left? Weird. Let me try closing and opening up this website, because maybe that will change it. Okay, give me a moment here. Yeah, I noticed people have been picking up those Simpsons packs lately, and it might be a situation where they've identified something in the menu that's very underpriced now. I can't find it. Wait, let's see. Okay. Okay, there's 28 watched today. Look at this. So I found a box of it. 28 watched in one day. Ooh, somebody's gobbling up the old vintage boxes, for sure. For sure that's going on. That's very curious. Oh, that's auction. That's why I couldn't find it. It wasn't a buy it now, it was an auction. Ooh, we're changing our price. I hate to tell you that. All right, let's see. Oh man, I can't even find a pack of the wax packs. Okay, that's a sealed art box. That's so weird. What's up with this one? Fabulous cards, one lousy sticker. Film cards, huh? What the hell? Wow, these packs are probably way underpriced at this point. I didn't even notice this had happened. There's people with heavy money going into these markets and they're just buying it out. Yeah, look at this. On August 26th, which would have been today, this was bought out for $500. So that got bought out for $500. Wow. And then there's just not one for sale. And then the loose packs are expensive too. Crazy. All right, so today the price of the packs changed from $9 to $20 for The Simpsons. You're going to make me reinvestigate a lot of those sets all because of one question. What was your question? You said, I'm just trying to complete the set. Your question was, how many Simpson packs and boxes do you have left? Nobody asked that question unless they're preparing to buy it out. So that's a buyout question, and usually it's a red flag. All right, so The Simpsons is now $20 per pack, and now we're heading over to the website. Ooh, probably should have waited. Yeah, I apologize, man. All right, and to answer your question, I actually don't know how much of this I have left, but not very much. I'm going to quick edit this from $9 to $20. There it is. $20 pack in the blink of an eye. It was a buyout. Somebody bought it out off of eBay. There's none left on eBay. Like, that's crazy. All right, so let me go ahead and check what else is going on. Oh, whoa. Let me go ahead and check and see if I can find any. There's Donkey Kong. I'm gonna go see if I have any over here. to answer your question, I literally have none left. I mean, according to this, I have 3 packs of it left. I have 3 packs of The Simpsons left. And now we need to put a freeze on selling out of the other Topps product. So for the moment, we're going to set a limit on how many of those can be purchased at a time. There we are. Bringing some top loaders in here. I think these are side loaders. There we go. All right. Clearly something's going on in the world of top loaders. Okay, Mr. Efren Arriaga got me the rest of his address. Let me go ahead and finish this, guys. We're doing shipping for Mr. Efren. Then we ended up answering a Simpsons question. Dude, we sold 1 pack of that today for $9. That was a great price for whoever opened it. All right. Okay. So all old vintage top sets are going to have a quick freeze. We're not going to sell more than 1 or 2 or 3 of them. Let's go ahead and hit print postage. Okay, that's going to update that. Mister, I was telling you about then day you showed Power Rangers packs. You're talking about some of the other top sets. I think you might have said that, yeah. I was in a mindset to liquidate anyways. I didn't think they went up by like 400% or anything like that. That's kind of crazy. There must be somebody out there who's buying it up. Wonder who it is. Somebody's decided they want to hoard it. Probably somebody's saying, hey, I want a backstock of these really out of print top sets with iconic, characters in it. All right, we're all done with that shipping. Next, what do we got? Here's Mr. Tex Hits. Why were you asking that question? Nathaniel Martinez, 2 Simpsons. I can't service that, Mr. Nathaniel. The packs are actually way more expensive than that. So that is a major misprice according to our rules, okay? We have rules. The rules state if a product is priced more than 50% under where it should be, we don't go through with the sale. So that's a major misprice order. I apologize, man. Were you Mr. Nathaniel Martinez? You might have been Mr. Nathaniel. We are? All right. That's a major misprice indeed. Please wait while we check your security. My God, it's so hard to get into PayPal. All right. So no buying out the rest of the Simpsons packs at more than half off. Here we are. Tell me a little bit about it, Nathaniel. You must have known that the price was very, very, very underpriced, right? Was it something you were studying online? I'm just curious. It doesn't matter now because the we've updated, right? So now you can just share your secrets with us. What do you think about all that? Were you just really interested in The Simpsons kind of out of the blue, or was it you'd done a little research and you realized our Simpsons was severely underpriced? It is. There's nothing wrong with getting a good deal. Here's Jesus Aguilera, 2 SpongeBobs. You got it. All right, Mr. Jesus. Let's see. We got 2 SpongeBobs right here. Here we are. Here's 2 tops. Sent before the price change. Sorry. No, you're all right, man. You don't have to apologize. Mr. Jesus. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with seeking a good deal. I'd do the same thing. Here we are. I'm just curious. Because you asked that question, and that's what set me off. The question, how many packs and boxes do you have left? And that's sort of like, hey, I'm going to buy this guy out kind of situation. Here's Ice Cream Lou. Whoa. Lou. We got Not Until 4. I don't know this one. Whoa! We got Mr. Plankton, voice actor. Wow. Crazy, man. They're doing a Simpsons movie too. Nice. Look at that. Let's get this sleeved right away. Always looking for these signatures. Look at that. What a lucky day, man. Ooh, this has definitely got to go into the August recap. Let's see. So this is a side loader. We got some side loaders, huh? All right, here you are. They're doing a Simpsons movie. Well, I'm not really going to make a lot of money off those Simpson packs either way. We've only got like 3 left, and then we're sold out. So, I'm a Goofy Goober Refractor. Nice. A little refractor. That is a Plankton signature coming out of there, guys. Those Simpsons, those Topps packs for Topps Chrome SpongeBob, they sit there all the time, man. They're good. Good stuff. Saw that someone mentioned the movie on X. We are? Oh, so you're aware of the... Look at that, Patrick Fishnets. Squirrels is dumb. I thought you said Weast. Whatever this is, I guess this Mermaid Man bad guy. Squilliam Fancy Suns Tower. Oh my gosh. All right. So I do like the Fishnet Patricks. Fishnets Patrick. Here we are. Good. I'm a Goofy Goober. Very good. All right, Mr. Jesus. That makes sense. Yeah, the Simpsons. It's a good brand. Let's see. We do have some of those packs, but now they're much closer to what you get on eBay. So it's not like you're necessarily overpaying. There's still fresh packs coming out of a sealed box. You might pull a nice one out of there. Those packs are in good condition. So all of that's still true. You just don't get them super, super, super underpriced anymore. Let's see. Ah, very nice. There is a Nickelodeon resort in the Dominican Republic, and it has 1 premium pineapple SpongeBob themed house. For $8,000 a night, is the signature a 1 of 1? I don't believe it is. I don't think it's numbered at all, right? Okay, no number on the front or back, and no number on the front. If it was a 1 of 1, I'd be screaming like a little girl. But this is a non-numbered one. We are. So fun. All right, SpongeBob cards, everybody. Okay, let's see what we got. Let me go get you a spot in the, at least in the August recap. You deserve a spot in there for sure. Okay, we're going over here to the August recap. This occurred at 47 minutes. Plankton signature. There it goes. Is that signature 1 of 1? Oh, I already answered that question. Thank you so much, Mr. Jesus. Appreciate it. Great opening, man. All right. Oops. So let's see what we got instead. So Mr. Nathaniel's going to go deep on it anyways. He's going to go ahead and pick up one of those packs. He says a Simpsons pack. All we got left of all these Simpsons packs, all we got left, sadly. And look, it was a nice box too. Check that out. No X on the box. All we got left are these 3 boosters. Yep, that's it. So it would have been nice to have a big back stock of them, but you know, I didn't know how I felt about them. They sold. Every now and then they sold, and I said, my inventory is so large, I'm not going to worry about restocking these. All right, so here we are. Good. What do we got here? We've got... I will not undermine traditional American values. Oh, man, that's crazy. It is. Oh, this is meant to be held like this. Cowabunga, man. That's a good one. Yeah, Bart Simpson. Very nice. SpongeBob's been selling good, too. Yeah, SpongeBob's good. God help me. Last one to the breakfast table is a wimp, man. We've got, it's amazing how much beauty and intelligence can fit into such a petite frame. Here's Maggie. Which one of you ate my last donut? Help, I'm fully developed female trapped inside the body of a child. Maggie, Lisa, you in there? And homework is society's way of torturing their young. Oh my gosh. There we go. Very nice. So, Mr. Nathaniel, what did we do with you? That's right, we had to find your baggie, which was a little older. There we are. And now you're going to pop it right in here. Congrats on that. There are 2 packs left. Old Simpsons was so good. Those Simpsons cards were in some junk packs, too, a while back. Yeah, I guess those are some pretty good junk packs now. There might be some left. Here's Harry Kennison. Hey, mister, let's try a Harry Potter base pack. Pull me a holo. That's right. We have something that could also go up in price pretty fast when the new HBO series comes out. It's Harry Potter base set. Here it is. Comes out of this sealed box. Very nice. All right, are you ready? So you're going to pull Pewter Cauldron, Wingardium Leviosa, Vermilius, Crumpet Potion, is that right? Dung Bomb, Toe Biter, for Privet Drive, Ollivanders, Transfiguration, Care of Magical Creatures, and Transfiguration Test. All right, not in this box, not in this pack. Maybe the next one. Holo maybe in the next one. There you have it. It's one every 3 packs, roughly, I think. Oh, it says package delivered. Yeah, what got delivered? Oh, it's a weird little set for me to grade. All right, that's for you, Mr. Harry. And let's see, let's grab this. Found something new and weird to grade. There we are. Popping this in here. Very nice. Thank you so much for the base set Harry Potter pack purchase. That's like a tongue twister there. All those Harry Potter cards are probably pretty gradable. Now, I said in the thumbnail we'd be pricing up some Pokemon cards. We probably need to get that done. It's time for the consignment cards to rotate to the front of the table, so we got to start doing that. Ooh, there's a nice, I like that one right there. All right, thank you. Next up, it is Wednesday, so next up we have nobody. Looks like it's empty. Looks like the queue is empty so far. All right, the queue is empty, so I'm going to work on these slabs real fast, if you don't mind. Here we are. Here's a 9.5. Pull that to the front. That's a pretty cheap one, is Suicune. That's a consignment. We can't do that one. These all got to go in the 9 box in a second here. Wow, those guys look great. This is great looking. Look. It looks good. Take a picture of this. So I'm going to say it. I'm a big fan of the new Beckett's labels. Those labels look nice and clean. I was a little nervous they wouldn't be that good, but I think PSA helped them, and it looks great, to be honest. All right, there we go. Now, these will all just simply go into the 9s box, because they're all 9.5s. Good. How about another round? We got Scar, huh? We really ought to get this one listed up on eBay. I'm going to do a quick listing of this one. I don't know if you guys are going to buy this for $200, but this is a 100-year anniversary Disney Topps Chrome card, and those are not selling for small amounts. Those are going for big dollars right now. So if you're not a big Disney collector, you probably don't understand it. But eBay seems to understand it, and that's all that matters. Let's see. Let's clean this camera off. BGS stopped grading some niche items. Yeah, tell me about it, Triple Double. Teach us. What do you mean? What do you mean they stopped? What niche items? Take a picture of that. Take a picture of that. All right. Get a little zoom in here. All right, good. My God. We're going to go ahead and list this guy up on eBay. So this is called dual listing. We have it for sale on the table, and we have it for sale on eBay at the same time. And then whoever gets it first, gets it first. So we're going to say Disney 100 Scar Topps Chrome base. All right, and it's number 62. And it's from 2023. And there we go. All right. Tell me about those niche items. I want to hear about this. Is this card professionally graded? Yes, it is. The professional grader is Tag. Where's tag? Here it is. The grade is 10. Okay, we're gonna hit continue. Let's get those pictures up, man. Pictures matter. People like good pictures. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4. We got 4 nice pictures. Item specifics, description. All right, and then pricing. Item price is probably going to be 180. So it's going to be no. It's the other way around. No, it's going to be 220. There we go, 220. Did it backwards there. All right, and then shipping, USPS ground advantage, that's fine. Okay, and list your item. There it is. So we just listed an item on eBay. How cool is that, guys? At this point, what we do is sleeve it back up, and you guys get the better price. So it's cheaper here on the table than it is on eBay. It's going to say E for eBay, so that if you guys buy it, I know to go take it down from eBay. Now we're ready to take down a new round of slabs off the table. This Guovit Pristine, I'm not really willing to lower the price. It's got this Pristine 994, which is like the highest grade I've ever received from Tag ever. I'm assuming it's pretty close to like Black Label or something, so I'm just going to keep that up. That's a 9.5. Here's, oh yeah, love that Bowser, man. So there we go. We got a nice round of 10s here. Let's take a picture. Okay. So that's the 9s channel. Back out of the 9s channel. Here's the 10s channel. In our Discord server, we got multiple slab channels where you can go shopping for a slab. Maybe you want something for slab away. Maybe you want something. Okay, that says game. That says Bowser. That says game. All right, so these are going in the S box. And these are going in the A box. If you guys are looking for something for slab away, you might find something in that channel. We have something called the Pricey Slabs channel too, right? Wow, this SpongeBob's pretty good. He's going to be right in the center there. Ooh, here's another 9, huh? Okay, so we'll take that down eventually. There's that Charizard for 2.5. That one could go up on eBay too. I ought to list that one up on eBay. All right, that's a 9.5. Ah, here's a 10. That one's cool, the Boo. There's Boo, there's Spiny. Spiny's neat. Okay, here's another Mario 10. Love those Mario cards. This one's really cool as well. Look at this, the Nazgul. Damn, dude. There's so many cool cards out there in the world. How do you choose one, you know? But what's neat about these is they're so much cheaper than your average Pokemon card now. Pokemon's so expensive compared to some of these. All right. Right, click enter on that. Okay. Very good. And now we're going to grab this. And, oh, hold on, wait a second. So this is Boo. This is Spiny. Save from the Nazgul. Game stages. Okay, that's game stages. SpongeBob SquarePants. All right. So these go in the A box. Spiny, SpongeBob, and Save from the Nazgul shall go in the S box. Go. We alphabetically order it so that when you order it live, I don't spend 3 hours hunting the slab down. Because that happens. Sometimes if we can't find a slab, it takes like an hour to find it. It's so terrible. Any other 9.5s up here? Here's an 8.5. That is not mine. It is a consignment card. Here's a 9.5. Here's a 9.5. Here's a 9.5. Get some of these 9.5s put away too, huh? So 9.5s, we count those as 9s in the 9 channel. Even though they're more like gem mints, we just treat them like 9s anyways. I don't know why BGS does that annoying 9.5. I think it's pretty annoying. All right. Dude, I think BGS could really take the PSA brand on. PSA's lucky that they bought... PSA is basically lucky that they bought out BGS, because I feel like BGS is one of the only companies that truly feels like it beats PSA. I mean, look how pretty those labels are now. But PSA bought them out, so they get both companies. That's pretty good. All right? That's why if you don't like PSA, you got to support CGC and you got to support Tag Grading, both of them. So if you don't want PSA running a monopoly, you got to go buy from those other companies. That's all you have to do. You just have to choose a different company. All right. It's so easy. All right, I think one last picture for the 9s. Look how thin the table's getting. All right, I'm gonna check the queue right after this, okay, guys? I'm gonna check the queue. Click. All right, pictures are in. Lots of hard work going into pricing all those and getting them all set up. Every day, did you know, every day we sell a bunch of slabs. It's a big part of our business model. We don't open as many boosters on this channel. We sell a lot of slabs, though. A lot of slab breaks, pokey shuffles, live customs, other shuffles, waifu shuffles. So, like this guy right here, he's a break. Lots of breaks. All right, table looks so empty. Who's Dark Electrode? I'd like to offer 120. We are. Let's see. We don't really do offers. It's a great card. You're trying to lower the price on it. He's 150. I'd be more inclined to raise the price to 200 than lower it, because this is, take a look at this Dark Electrode for a second. First of all, 8.5, so it's a high 8. And then look at the back on it, very clean. If you look at the front, you have a big swirl in the upper corner right there. Look at that swirl. So this isn't just Dark Electrode 8.5. It's Dark Electrode 8.5 with the nice hollow swirl. So, you know, considering this is Rocket Returns, if anything, it's likely underpriced. And if you dare me, I'm going to go look it up and probably raise the price on it right now. So don't ask me to look it up. And don't try to lowball this one. This is super rare, super vintage. Comes out of a booster pack that costs like, what does a Rocket Returns booster pack go for these days? Like 1.5 thousand. So this is about 1/10 the price, and it's already graded. And the grading wasn't free, so it's probably underpriced if anything. Don't lowball an already good priced card. That's a bad strategy. We'll raise it to 200 like that, and it'll sell too. By the way, it'll sell like in a week. By next Friday, that card's gone. That card's gone by Friday. So you got a little bit of time left to decide if it's going to be you, and then someone else takes it. Because guess what? Most people can afford 150 on this channel. Most people can buy that. So it's in a very dangerous price range already. Antonio Suevas for my slab away and one other shuffle snipe. You got it, man. Here it is. This card gone by Friday or next Friday. That's not a very long time period. And it's because he's already at such a good price. Okay, ready? Read my message. Oh, there you are. What's the difference between you Top Series 1 pack? One is 200, the other is 225. Just wondering. So there's two of them, right? And one of them is silver foil, and the other one is rainbow foil. That's the difference, okay? If you want the cheaper one, go for the silver foil. It's in pretty good shape, too, by the way. The silver foil is really good. Here it is. You ready? Da-da-da! One cold other shuffle. Here's PSA 10 sold 260. That's all. 260 for a Dark Electrode Hollow? That doesn't sound right. Dude, I buy and sell Rocket Returns all the time. 260? Let me see. All right. I tell you what, the card is sold. I buy it. So Team Rocket Grunt has just sold Dark Electrode back to me. So the card's off the table. Team Rocket Grunt gets paid out. There it is. His payout is 112. The card is sold at full price. So the card goes back to me. This. You're lowballing an extremely good card, man. Oh, last sold at 260. My buns, dude. Yeah, right. I was about to go look it up, and it was such a preposterous position that I just decided it wouldn't worth the time. So we'll just buy it out anyways right now. All right. Don't try to negotiate on a good card. It's a bad idea. There are some cards, maybe there's wiggle room, but we generally don't mess with that. We just lower the price automatically. That's how we do it over here. So, you know, we let a card hang out. If it doesn't sell, we lower the price. Very easy. You're trying to negotiate on a great card, man. It's like, now you don't get it at all. I'm going to take it. So, Dark Electrode, he's to the side. Team Rocket Grunt is paid out. Oof, wrong card. Oh, maybe he was talking about a different one. What is he talking about? Do I misunderstand your offer? Wait a second. Is there some misunderstanding? BGS Instagram account said they won't be grading non-TCG cards like phone cards. Huh, interesting. Oof, wrong card. Yeah, what are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about, dude. All right, so that is sold, and I have to go record it in the channel. So we're going to go right over here. Watch this. So we're going to go right over here to consignment sold. It's going to say TRG, dark electrode, 150. All right, his item is sold. More money for TRG. Now watch this. I could have done this anytime I wanted to. I could have done this the snap of a finger. We're going to just put this on here. We're going to up it by $25 to $175. And he's just going straight back into the live customers now. Go. 4, 1, 2, 3. Rocket returns, dark electrode. All right, and just like that, he's in the live customs. Okay, we're going to say number 4, dark electrode. Okay, Rocket Returns, one of the most prestigious, highest appreciating card sets in the entire hobby. Like, it's not even close. T8.5. All right, there goes. All right. Nothing's appreciated like the Gold Star era cards, and one of the most special Gold Star era sets of all is Team Rocket Returns. When you hear the name Team Rocket Returns, you should be hearing dollar signs, because that's what happens with that set. All right. Very good. I think I recently bought a Team Rocket Returns Zubat and flipped it for like 2.2 thousand, and I think the purchase price was like 700 or some crazy low number like that. There it is. And there he goes. He's in the live custom boosters. Set money for some reason. The website never works for me. You should make a video how to use it, and if error, use it, and if and error happens. Huh. Let me know a little bit about it, Mr. Jacob. All right, I was wrong. Well, you just did Mr. Team Rocket Returns a favor, because we went ahead and bought that back from him because it was always an extremely good card. And now let's see. That was always an extremely good card. Oops. And it was just sitting there, ready to be gobbled up. Yeah, it's a very lovely card. And I think what you were referring to was probably what? Like the regular Dark Electrode or something from the Rocket set? Yeah. He's talking about this guy. He's like, yeah, well, the 10 sold for $260. Yeah, okay. What? How much does the 10 sell for? All right, you guys want to see an actual Rocket Returns 10 for this Dark Electrode? Are you guys ready? It's $5,000. Yeah, so maybe the 8 being like, you know, mid-hundreds, pretty standard price. I mean, actually, it's low, if anything. That's kind of affordable. It's an affordable, good price. All right. Anyways, there you have it. It's sold in a flash. Now, Antonio, did we take all the way care of you? I don't think we did. Let's jump over here to Slab Away. We don't want to mess up your Slab Away. So he said the rest to Slab Away. You had 145 and one other shuffle snipe. So no, you didn't have 145. You had $50. And so 45 is going toward your Slab Away. That's 455 minus 45, which should be 410, right? Boom. All right, updated. All good, Antonio. Thank you so much. Next up, we got Harry Kennison. Let's try another HP base and 2 spots in HP break. Fingers crossed for a holo. Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay, another Harry Potter. Yeah, this box could end up selling pretty fast when you guys realize the price of 64 is not a bad price. All right, there we go. What, the Electro sold? It's all sold, baby. You got $112 now. Actually, it should be $112 even. We don't do cents, okay? I don't know why I wrote the cents down. So it's 112. Boop. And then he said 2 spots in Harry Potter. Some guy came in here lowballing the card. He's like, hey, why don't we drop the price on that? It's an 8.5 with a big swirl on it. There's a lot of 8s. There's a lot of 9s. They don't all have big, beautiful swirls, though, I promise. Especially with a card like that where the Pokemon takes up most of the image. So there's not a lot of room for a swirl. And the swirl can add a pretty interesting premium. I mean, I've sold a lot of cards. Obviously, I've sold a lot of cards. You'd be surprised what people are willing to pay to have one that looks extra good. And that extra 0.5 grade, you know, it proves that the card's a nice, strong 8. It's a high 8, not a low 8. You know what I'm saying? All right, now let's see what we got here. Mr. Harry, good luck. I'll try to save the pack for you a little bit for fun. You like that? What's your rate again for consignments? We do 25%. Pretty easy. All right, here we are. Now here's Asio. Here's Eligibilis. I can't even say that word. Here's Boil Cure. Here's Cauldron of Tisive. Lost Notes. Hagrid and the Stranger. Unusual Pets. Wow, that's a cool one. I'd grade this common card. Mysterious Egg. Here's Charms. Here's Potions. And Hermione Granger. Whoa, she looks like a demon. So this is one of those really nice pulls you're looking for in this set, along with, you know, Ron and Harry, too. Wow. I wonder if there's multiple in the box. Crazy, man. That's Hermione Granger popping out of the base set. We are. Now you just need the other two. Oh, look, the side loader is actually working really well here. Cool. All right, there we go. Wow. Creepy as hell. What is this, like the Chucky doll or something? Or the Annabelle doll? I'm kind of freaking out here. I feel like I'm getting bewitched. Wow, wow, wow. Good job, Mr. Harry Kennison. Look at you taking risks on a set and it's paying off. Let's go ahead and set you up. That's cool. I'm kind of freaking out. It's scaring me, dude. I'm going to have to put that in your bag right away. I think she wants to eat my soul or something. So we're going to put this into the Stream Clips channel. Hermione Hollow from Harry Potter base set. This occurs at 1 hour and 12 minutes. There it is, guys. Freaking Annabelle, Nightmare Fuel. It's Nightmare Fuel Hermione. Woo! Oh, no! All right. How weird that they didn't design her as a cute little Indian girl. We are. I think that probably they were pretty racist back then that they didn't do that. I think all the children were just like white British. Huh. Racists! All right, we'll grab all this. There we go. Okay, so Mr. Harry, we're going to grab Harry's bag. Aha. Ooh. Put that in there. Okay, lovely. Too much commentary, right? All right, let's put that there. Let's see. It's the same thing. It's just that you and him don't need to do math. Now, we got you 2 spots in the mini break right here. So we got 2 people in here now, guys. And then he just got a pack. That was great. What's next? We got an order from Jacob Chickering, 400 to Slab Away 10, Poke Shuffles. All right, no problem. Let's take care of that. Oops. 400 to Slab Away. Slab Away is a big part of our income. It's not very fancy looking. Like when Slab Away activates, it's just someone paying down a big expensive card. Or in your case, you got 2 expensive boosters. So let's see. We got 1170 minus 400, which brings it down to 770. Boom. All right, 770 remains. What's next? 10 Poke Shuffles. I love it. Okay. We got 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We should make Friday nights auction night. What do you guys think? I'm still racking my brain for event nights. Ladies' night is easy. Ooh. Straight cold round in the Poke Shuffles there. I'm sorry, man. Straight cold round. I am sorry for that. That's Jacob Chickering. Team Rocket Grunt says, let me get a live custom of Crimson Invasion and the rest of Slab Away. which should be $500 or $55. All right, so that's 112. I'll do the math for you too on a calculator so you don't miss any money. So this is say 112 minus 25 minus 32. You are correct. All right, so let's go take care of your slab away. How about that, Mr. Team Rocket Grunt? It's going to say 696 minus 55. You have 641 remaining. 641, boom. All right, 641. And then he wants one live, one crimson. This goes back down to 0. He's so funny if you pull that card out. The fee stay regardless. The only one that's no fee ZELLE. That's right. So the only payment method that is no fees is ZELLE. Actually, there's another method for no fees. Cashier's check, I think, and check. So you guys ever want to send in a big fat $2,000 check and just have a $2,000 store credit, I give you a whole bunch of spots in that ZELLE giveaway. What would that be, like 20 spots or something? I think that'd be like 20 spots in the ZELLE giveaway. You would just get the ZELLE giveaway. The whole slab would just instantly be yours. So that is possible. Are you ready? One live. Good luck. Let's see if you get lucky in there. All right, Dan from Oaktown, you ready for this? He's going to try and pull another slab out of these live customs. So this is where he pulled the electrode. He likely pulled it for like 50 bucks or 25 bucks. But this round's going to be cold. No luck. All right, no new slab. Dark Electrode's back in the box. He's a great card. Crimson Invasion is the other part of the order. People love the live customs. Those are really nice. All right, Sun and Moon, Crimson Invasion. We're looking for Reverse Holo Pikachu, Reverse Holo Gengar. Somebody pulled another holographic Gengar, which is really good, but we're still looking for that Reverse Holo, which seems to be harder to pull. If you think about it, the odds of the Reverse Holo Gengar are 1 in 111, whereas the regular Holo should be higher or better odds because there's fewer rares in the loot pool than commons and uncommons. Kimiko, Bortleby, Jigglypuff, oh yes. Alolan Raichu, oh yes. That's a good pack. Badges coming in tomorrow. Oh yeah, the Lego badges. Tammy pulled the Kanto Lego badges for 25 bucks. We got another one running. It's a break, 1 in 9, okay? So that'll probably be more enticing to people when the physical box arrives. Ah, heartburn. Okay, you got a good pack there, Mr. Team Rocket Grunt. Let's go find your bag. Your bag's getting pretty fat, actually. Good. Set that there. Set this here. I feel like those live customs and Poke Shuffles have been just absolutely tremendous for this channel. And I try to think about what we should do next, because people really like those. They're a unique product. You can't buy them at Walmart. Okay, what do we got next? Ba-doo-ba-doo-be-doo. How many spots left in the Tyranitar sublist? Let me show you, and then we're going to take care of Ki-Hyun Rose. His turn next. The Mega Tyranitar. See this? 3 spots left, and the next sublist goes off as a big deal. 3 spots left, everybody. Ki-Hyun Rose, he says. Oops, why did that happen? I didn't want to do that. I just want to read the message. That 400,000 legendaries art is crazy. He's not truly 400,000. It's kind of funny. Mike's side put that up there, and I saw that. I didn't watch the whole clip, but he's probably more like 250,000, if I had to guess. And the reason for that is because if you actually go online, let's see. So, he might be 200,000. You can just put any old price you want on these, you know. You don't have to follow any rules. Okay, so the reason why I say that is because the cheapest one... Oh, shoot. Oh, wow. I don't see the $200,000 one anymore. Oh, I take it back. I take it back. I don't... Let me check sold, maybe. So let's sort by ended recently, maybe. Huh. So somebody took theirs down. They probably sold it privately, that means. So there used to be one on eBay for 200-ish, and they must have taken it down because they want to not be in the market anymore. But look, so this one is from in Italy. No one's gonna buy this. Oh, maybe they will. It's the Giovanni vault, so maybe that one will sell. This is a reputable seller, so somebody in Europe would probably buy this one. So that one's for 350K. And then there's this one for 375. Oh, that's the Black Label Blaster guy. So he raised his price. His price was lower. He raised it. Wonder why he did that. And then this one up here. So here's the funny part, Mr. Legendary Pest Control. The funny part is this one's also mine. This one right here, the $450,000 one on eBay, that's mine. It's in my vault right now. See the number on it, 27, ends in 85. So I just kind of put it up there as the most expensive one just because that's how you play the game. You just, there has to be like a most expensive card. So I let it be mine, not because I think you'll sell, but just because that's what people do is they start saying, well, this is where the market could head. The market could go over here one day and then you're going to not get one. But look, I had a recent offer on Legendary Collection Charizard. So here it is, right here. This guy right here, clicking on that. So this is in my PSA vault. PSA estimate is 140 on that card. So 450 is way over that estimate. So, maybe the price on this is around 200,000, you could argue. You could say maybe around 200,000. It's definitely not 400 though. 400 is more like a, scare you into buying one price. And it works too, it does, because people go, actually, yeah, that card might become 400,000. It's a legitimate fear, like, just like falling from heights is scary. It's like, well, yeah, that could be a really tall price in no time at all. It doesn't take very long for a truly difficult to acquire card to reach unbelievable pricing. They saw yours at 400K and took down their listing, just putting it out there for any potential buyers. Yeah, well, one thing that's different about my Zard from the other one on the market, the Black Label Blaster, mine's actually inside of the PSA vault. So the reason that's an advantage is if you're a tremendously wealthy buyer and you also have a PSA vault, you can have them transfer the card from one vault to the other without it ever being shipped. So there's a certain advantage to that, sort of like a security advantage. There's also a sales tax advantage because PSA vault is in Delaware, and Delaware has no sales tax for sales inside of the state. So if it's in the vault and is being sold to another vault, then there's no sales tax. It just gets passed between vaults and there's no sales tax. So what kind of sales tax do you save on a $450,000 card? You save a lot. Taxes, guys, it matters. It matters to hell, man. Why are the two big vaults, the Fanatics vault and the PSA vault, both located in states that have a tax structure where you don't pay taxes for sales inside of that state, right? Oregon has that and Delaware has that. So when they open up vaults, they choose Oregon and Delaware for that business. That's how all of America will structure itself that way. That's my belief about where business is. I'm always placing like a financial bet, like a prediction. A lot of businesses are going to restructure themselves inside of Texas, Florida, Tennessee, Nevada, maybe Washington, I don't know, maybe New Hampshire, maybe not, Wyoming, South Dakota for sure. They're all going to structure themselves in those states. Maybe not today, maybe not next year, but over the next 40 years, yeah, that's how it's going to work. 40 years will pass along and you'll continue to see that. Andrew A. Martin, 40 to Slab away, 1 mega sub list. So it's a bet, it's a prediction. That's why when you buy a home, your home's also an investment, right? Homes go up, homes go down. Where do you want to place your bet? I don't think I want to place my bet in Missouri. I want to place my bet in a different state, a state that has a no tax structure. It's just a superior business environment. So that's why I'm so passionate about that, because just like my Pokemon cards, the house that I own is also me placing a bet on what's going to go up in value over time. Okay, 40 to Slab away. Andrew Martin, let's take care of you on the Slab away. Missouri should have become a no-tax state. They're so dumb for voting against that, because now we're an inferior place to do business. And there's no other draw. Like, what's the other draw for Missouri? It's not, it's not all the famous celebrities that want to live here. It's not the famous beaches. It's not the famous mountains. What is the reason to be in Missouri other than good taxes, cheap cost of living? Well, there's nothing really going on. So I don't know. Maybe we'll be full of data centers. Maybe that'll be the draw. I don't know. I can't think of it. Ozarks is popping. I don't know. Ozarks is okay. Ozarks is okay. But I've done a ton of growth analysis with like AIs. I use all the AIs, right? And I keep comparing, and Ozarks does not beat. Ozarks beats other places inside of Missouri, but it doesn't beat other states. That's the problem. So there are other states experiencing way faster growth than Missouri overall, and that includes the Ozarks. All right, let's see. But yeah, I mean, I think there's going to be some growth out here with the new Bass Pro Shop coming in and that new amusement park coming in. The Bass Pro Shop is part of like a shopping mall complex, and it's probably going to be like what they have in Branson down by the river or the lake or whatever you want to call it. They have like a river boardwalk. It's really cool. All right, did we take care of Ki Hyunro? I don't think we did. So he wants 2 packs of the new Dragon Ball, 1 for me, 1 for Kat. Mr. Ki Hyunro, I would never forget you. Are you ready? Here we are. And he wants 5 packs of OP17. Boy, these packs are pricey, don't you think? Only so many lakefront properties. That's right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that's true. What you're describing is true, but and Lake of the Ozarks is really developed for that in particular. But you got a nice lake in South Carolina. You can go do it over there. Lake Tahoe's a lake. They got a nice lake up in Idaho. They got nice lakes in Washington. They got tons of lakes in Texas. So there's lake towns just like Lake of the Ozarks in Texas. And actually, they're warmer over there, so you can use the lake more year-round. Same with Florida. They got a lot of lake houses. Orlando, you can do Orlando. You do a lake house over there. And again, they got like perpetual summer. So you can just go playing around in the lake all year long. This lake only works for about 4 months. It depends on what you're doing. If you're swimming, it's about 3 months. But if you're boating, maybe it's like 4 to 5 months. So I averaged it out to 4. But yeah, so, you know, there's a lot of places with lakes, unsurprisingly. There's even a border town between Arizona and Nevada, and they've got a big lake thing going on over there with the Colorado River. All right, let's get it. Ki Hyunro. Now, 1 for you, 1 for Kat. I'm going to say this one's for Kat. Let's go ahead and give this away. Let's see what she pulls. You ready, Miss Kayla? All right. Got my whole order. I believe I did, didn't I? What was the first half of the order? Sorry, I'm a bit distracted, Andy. 1 mega sub list, 40 to slab away. Yep, got you in the sub list and applied the slab away, right? You scaring me. Oh, maybe we did not apply the $40. No, it looks like we did. Yeah, went from $340 to $300. You scared me. All right, back to the website. This is for Miss Kayla. All right. Oh, look at that. He actually got you a nice card. SR Star. Wow. What's happening to me? I'm transforming into Kayla. Mr. How was the doctor's appointment today? So Karis had another doctor's appointment for another blood test only 2 days later. And that's because they wanted to test and see if the pregnancy hormones are rising. And that's exactly what they found. So she's definitely seems to be pregnant. All right, let's put this in the Kayla's bag. Here we are. And then she goes in like in 2 weeks, or it's like next Friday, actually. She goes in next Friday to test for like a heartbeat or something like that in an ultrasound. All right. Ta-da! Now, you ready? Sub list and slab away. Wait, really? All right, let's snip this. Snipping that. She's very excited. She's hoping it all works out. That's why it's going to be so devastating when it doesn't. I'm just playing around. Let's see. Oh, I went to the chiropractor yesterday. My spine is jacked up. Can we celebrate yet? Let's wait till like the second trimester or so. I don't know. When do you celebrate? I feel like the celebration is when a healthy baby's born, to be honest. Are you bullish on low pop rev hollows? Was surprised the Suicune sold that fast? Oh, the Suicune, huh? You're surprised the Suicune sold so fast. Were you the seller of the Suicune? I would say this. Some reverse hollows are good. The idea that all of them are good is just not true. But some of them are hits. Gee, I wonder who bought that Suicune. That Suicune will go into storage in the PSA vault and then be relisted at a higher price because 1.6 was too low. Here we are. Whoa, Majin Buu. Here we are. Third trimester or birth. My bad, 6 months. All right. No, I just noticed hits is all. The Suicune's a hit. Yeah, Suicune's a great card, hard to pull. And then when you do pull it, the odds of it grading 10 are minuscule, man. XY era reverse holo 10. You know how hard that is to get? It's really hard to get. Nobody knows that better than me because we opened a lot of that product. We opened tons and tons of XY product. You don't just get good 10s out of XY. It doesn't happen. It doesn't work. So, yeah, and that's true for, you know, different eras. I don't think they've ever really printed English that well. They certainly didn't do well in the early Scarlet Violet boxes. Ooh, Kaido. Kaido! Here's this crazy lady. Jimmy the Collector, were you the seller on that card? No, if you were the seller, you would have known that it was me because you would have seen my name. You are. And here's... Da-da-da! All right, look at you, man. A little snipe here, a little SR snipe. Good job, man. 2 more by the Tyranitar subless break. That's right. Ugh. My wife's pregnant. I have to sell all my Pokemon cards. That's it, guys. I got to let it all go now. Can't be playing with Pokemon cards anymore. So, not so crazy in here. I like the bonus Awaken card. I feel like that basically is a hit. And then you do pull an SR out of the box for OP17. Good job. And that box is pretty much empty. We're ready for a new box. So, Rookie Hyun. Thank you, mister. No problem, man. Placing this here. There we go. How many spots in the tops? Should be like 2. He is the seller. Is that what he said? Oh, yeah. Maybe he came here. Oh, yeah. He says, you just bought my Suicune on eBay. Jimmy the Collector. Oh, my gosh. He is the seller. Congratulations, Jimmy. Am I bullish on them? Not all of them. Not all of them. I just felt that the Suicune was underpriced in this event, which is funny because you're the seller. But I could be wrong, Jimmy. So when I go and relist it, maybe it just sits there forever. We'll have to see. And maybe you walk away with your cash and you've you know, cashed out on it. But we'll have to see. What I know about XY era holos is they're extra difficult to grade 10. And ones like Suicune are just very pretty and probably always going to be in demand. So that was how I made that decision. That's funny. He is the seller. Jimmy the Collector. All right, let's see what the next order is. I'm bullish on poker cards. I know there's more poker cards out there to look at. All right, there's the trade Charmander. Speaking of which, here is Mario. Here is, look at this, guys, Regice. That's super cool. You know, I had to test that guy's price because I think when we first priced him, we didn't have anything to go off of. All right, you ready? I thought you were just a guy watching the market and you noticed it sold. I didn't know you were him. Let's see. You know what you can do? You can set up a phone call with me for a fee, and we can talk on the phone for an hour. So you can take an hour of my time for a fee, and I'll tell you everything I think about the market. And so we call that a consultation. I can like pick through your collection and tell you what I think of your collection, tell you what to keep, what to sell. You can ask me for tips and tricks on eBay, stuff like that. Whatever you want. You can ask me anything at all, really. All right, so there is no Regice for sale on eBay. We've got a Regice. Maybe I should list this. Dude, look how cool that card looks. That might be one of the cleanest looking Regis. Dang, dude. That looks great. Okay, Mr. Do you trade? Yes, I do all trades. We also have a special trade slab where you can take stuff you don't want out of your bag, maybe like junk, and get rid of it for spots in here. And we can negotiate what you want that trade to look like. So you can be like, well, how about that much? All right, let's see. I think we're all caught up on orders. We're ready to start rotating the consign channel. So consignment cards, time for them to go back up on the table. Oops. Look at all those consignment slabs. I'm short on slabs myself these days, so even I might be a buyer this time. Let's go ahead and go to the consignment channel, and we're going to actually duplicate it. Okay, so we have a fresh channel called All Consignment, and we're going to delete it, the old one. So the old one's gone. There's no consignment pictures anymore. Well, that's not true. We have one more channel called Consignment Ad. That's where you take a picture of a card you want to sell from your home, and I repost it to Discord for you. So we have the ability for you guys to sell your cards right in our Discord server again. We used to charge a fee for that. We don't do that anymore. There's no like monthly membership fee. Now I just post it to Discord for you. So that's available. I'm surprised more people haven't thought about it. I think I just have to keep telling people it's you know, available so people know. How many spots left in Tops? If there are 2 left, I'll send for them. I thought it was 2. Yeah. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's right. 2 spots left. I'm under a real pokey sugar rush. Do you have a donut? It's so funny, dude. Yo, let's put this up here. I need this baby to get born so I can immediately start training it. It needs to be trained to sell. We can sell our cards on Discord. Yes, but it's in a very specific way. You have to send me a picture and then I repost the picture. That's it. That's how it works now. So we used to not allow it at all. Now we do allow it, but you have to send me a picture with the price attached and then I just repost that, and that's how it works. It's a nice bonus way to list your card. So you can list your card on eBay and then you can send a picture to me as well, and then you have it in 2 places. So you don't have to sell strictly through our Discord server, but you know, people really do use the Discord server for shopping. So it's not a terrible idea either. So here's Lumpy Space Princess Anthony Kalura. If you guys didn't know about that one, we started that up like 2 months ago. It's pretty new, actually. I think we started that 2 months ago. All you got to do, take a picture of your card with the price attached and then have me repost it. I repost it for you. So in Discord, you'll send me a private message. Here's my card. Please repost it or whatever. All right, so this will be Lumpy Space Princess. So there's exactly nothing to compare this to. I guess I'll buy this from him. I don't know. There's none listed for sale. Okay, so he has a $52 payout. Let's find his card, because he should have a pretty fat card at this point. He hasn't been back in a while. Oh, man. I can't even find his card. Ah, here he is. So Anthony Kalura has a big, fat card. Oh, whoa, I did that wrong. 921. Okay. So that's his now. I take over this card. I'm going to try and sell it for more than I bought it for, obviously. Will ship tomorrow. Yes, indeed. The artwork on the Suicune's Fire Dang was 1.62 low. To be honest, I saw it sold 1.1 3 days ago after no sales since 2025. It's an unusually rare card, and so for some cards, I don't mind holding on to it even for like 10 more years. So, you know, I have like a whole strategy and philosophy around how I do business, especially when it comes to card investing. Your card, the Suicune, is on my good card to hold list. It's one of those cards where it's like, okay, I've got my cash wrapped up into it, right? Who cares? You know, who cares that your cash is wrapped up in this card? Because one day, you know, whether the consumers like it or not, whether the hobbyists like it or not, one day this card will be more expensive than 1.6. Can you say that about every single card in the market? Not every card. I mean, look, what if this was graded PSA 10? Is this going to be 1.6 thousand? No. But that Suicune, as a holographic, it's pretty hard to get a 10 on those. More of them are going to get pulled. More of them are going to get graded 10. The population will rise. But, you know, 1.6, it's a fair price today. And I'm the kind of person who can hold a card for 3 years. I don't care. And then 3 years later, it sells for more than 1.6. But we'll price it tomorrow at a higher price and see what happens. So tomorrow we'll test the market. But the thing is, the market may reject it at the higher price. And then I will go, I don't care. I'm going to hold this baby. You know, it's going to be held for a long time. And then I got cards that sell day to day, and it's just sort of like a rotating door for me. And I just pick new ones and do it again, you know. So it's like whatever it is you want to hold on to versus whatever you want to let go of. You also learn from the things you hold on to. So if you hold on to something for a long time, you learn from it. And yeah, I mean, my head's just full of intuition about those things now, you know, after 7 years of doing this nonstop. Like I don't just sell to people in our live stream. I've sold all kinds of ways in every way I can think of. And you just build up this almost like, you know, good feeling, bad feeling sense. Say, I liked your card. I thought the price was a little bit high, but at the same time, it's because the card is one of those cards where it's like, you're going to have to pay a lot to acquire that card. And there aren't going to be too many more added to the population, even if more do get added. Like that was Breakthrough, wasn't it? It wasn't Breakpoint. Wasn't it Breakthrough? Let me see. Let me see. Breakthrough. Give me a second. I bought some other things today too, but I'm not going to show that off on screen, some of it. Oh, it's Breakpoint. That's right. Suicune's from Breakpoint. I think I might have been looking at another one from Breakthrough as well. You want to see something else I bought? So I bought your little Suicune, right? Very cute card. And then I bought some other things too. You want to see a card I bought? Mr. Jimmy the Collector? Check this out. I also bought this today. So I bought this Mickey Mouse bread card. Look at that. So that's from, the age of the card is 1937. It doesn't say that for some reason. They don't say the age. But it's 1937. That's how old it is. And there it is. Eat Mother's Bread. Commonwealth Baking Company. Uses no substitution. Mother's bread is made of finest grade 100% pure ingredients. Flour, yeast, shortening, milk, malt syrup. What the fuck, malt syrup? Mother's bread. At your grocer, fresh daily. A new Mickey Mouse adventure every day. So you would buy a loaf of bread and you get this card along with it. And it's already graded. And for some reason, it's only 140. And it's like, sheesh, these are so undervalued right now. These bread cards are undervalued at 140. So were the bubblegum Mickey Mouse cards. So, you know, everyone expands into what they think is underpriced. The Simpsons cards, for example, we just saw, you know, I'm running out of these top Simpsons cards. They're old. And some new Simpsons movie got announced. And now what? They're disappearing off of the shelves. So it's weird. It's this rotating door. You buy stuff, you sell stuff. You hope to sell it for more than you bought it for. And you look for something that you feel is comfortable and good. The Suicune is a card with a very high price. And I just feel like it's going to be tremendously difficult to grade that again. Got to catch them all and now eat them all, except Pikachu. I want Krispy Kreme donuts. Hey, what's up, Isaac? I told you, man, that one was the best. The Pokeball got me right now. Wow. That's how many I ate. And then I had a night of pain. Ew. You talking about donuts? Yuck. All right, I know what we were doing. We needed to update the Discord server for consignment sold. Lumpy space 52. All right. Oh, I got this terrible headache right now, guys. I got a terrible headache. Oh, started out bad. Can I send you cards from home to trade, mostly pokers? Yeah, you guys are all welcome to mail cards in that you would like me to consign. I can consign anything you guys want me to. We're working on consignment right now. Look, I just bought this, so this is mine now. You guys can send me anything you want. Actually, so what did I buy this for? I bought this from 70, I think. So let's go put this into the waifu shuffle for fun. It's Lumpy Space Princess. She is, after all, a waifu. So we're going to put it in for 80, and that's going to be a little profit margin for me, and that's how this works, right? That's how this business works. You make a profit in between, and then you pay taxes on it, and after the taxes and, you know, all of the associated costs of doing business are paid for. LSP Adventure Time. 064 Adventure Time P10. Once you're done paying that, there's hopefully a livable wage left over. You know, the funny thing is, the heavier your sales are, the lower your price can be. the lower your margin, because the volume will make up for it. So, you know, that's kind of how that works too. So we're gonna put this, oh, wait. We gotta price this up in here. So this is gonna say 80 on it. So we're buying this off the hands of Anthony Kalura and tossing a nice PSA 10 into that box. And, you know, we need that. We need some more PSA 10s going into those boxes. We're running on fumes here. Waifu Shuffle. Hey, what's up, Oscar? All right, what we got here? We have a Javier Arroyo order. Fortnite cards for the moon. So here's Javier. He says 1 Tyranitar sublist. Okay, you ready? Oh, it's right in front of me. I'm going blind. Good luck in there. Okay. Let's get the next consignment card up here, shall we? So here is Mr. Emmanuel's Gyarados for $470. That's a great card. I'm just going to leave it up there. I don't think I'm going to change the price on it. Harry Kennison, 2 spots in the Topps pack split. Feeling lucky after the HP pack. Good luck in there. There we are. Yeah, I mean, you never know when luck's going to strike. All you know is every new pack that gets opened, you get closer to some kind of hit. Here goes, guys. The Topps pack's going off. This is a vintage pack opening, so you might want to watch this. It's kind of fun. How's Anthony? It's been a while. Yeah, I don't know. He hasn't been. He's got like almost $900 of store credit, and he hasn't popped around in a while. I don't know. He's gonna be shocked when he comes back. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There we go. 8 of these. Let's go grab the pack. Topps Rainbow Pack, guys. One of the better things we have on the menu. Come on now. Here goes. Okay. Now, let's start shuffling. Oops. Good. You know, it's funny. It says on the pack 7 trading cards, but every card in every pack has had 8 spots in it so far. We ran into that with the silver foil cards too. Same deal. 8 cards. Is it hard to tell which boxes are good to buy for this set? Oh yeah, yeah it is. If you go and buy a box of this, you're more likely to get a bad box than a good one. So just how it is, man. You can roll that dice. Maybe you just buy a box that's sealed and just leave it sealed. So you can do that. We open them though, so it's risky. All right, give me a number. It says 7 + 1 foil. Oh, so 8 cards is correct. Good eye, Mr. Dedizard. My brain stopped reading at that number. It says 7. I remember he was selling his cards for his medical expenses. Yeah, and you know, you never know what's going on in a person's life. Maybe they just get bored of collecting too. You never know. What do we got? Number 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 4 of these. Testing this pack out a little bit, feeling it. Let's go ahead and grab it. Tentacool. Ah, man, that ain't Charizard. Somebody's getting a nice Tentacool today. The nicest Tentacool of their lives. So here we have 2 cards, and it's my job to pull them apart. Oh, and it's not sticking very hard at all. Oh, yeah. See, that's not bad at all. That's pretty good, actually. That's what I'm saying with these rainbows. These rainbows are decent. We've had one less sticky than that one, too. Hard to find a decent rainbow box. It truly is. Okay. Good. All right. Is it all random? It's technically not truly random. There is one technique you can use to decipher what box is what. I know that secret, but I don't even apply it. Usually I just grab whatever box is on there. I just grab the box off the internet. I don't really care. But there is actually a technique to tell which box is which. And I know that technique. Flip these over. It's actually super valuable information. It is. All right, you ready? Here's Sarah Baby. Miss Sarah picking up coughing, wheezing. Okay, coughing, wheezing. Sarah was here last night for Ladies' Night, guys. All right. I think Miss Beatrice got the giveaway. There it is. I think an auction day makes a lot of sense. We should have an auction day. Here's Ryan Trejo, Mr. Ryan. Okay. Maybe we can have an auction night where the consignment fees are only 13%. But the trick is, it only works if you're auctioning off one of your cards. What do you guys think of that? You think that's cool? Okay, here's Ryan Trejo, who's got a pretty fat bag now. Harder to pull this out. Okay, Ryan, here's your fat little bag. Fat little booty butt bag. Auction night sounds fun. Appreciate your insight. Love your viewpoint philosophy. I pick up a huge lot of low pop sweet tunes, PSA 10s when vending this past weekend. Hollow and red below breakpoint. I assume you made a nice fat little profit on that. You probably bought it for like 800 or some number like that. That's what the hobby's doing right now, man. You just see this upward pressure on these cards, and it's working because people, they get their next paycheck. So they go out, they earn more money, and then they come back to the hobby and they pump that money into the hobby. So everything just gets this upward pressure for now. All right, here's Harry Kennison. Mr. Harry, you got 2 cards in here, Harry. I know you do. Tentacruel. Miss Beatrice. Mistress' technique is kissing the box and seeing what feelings the box gives them. Yeah, that's it. I just gave it a little smooch. Smooch. I watch a lot of Rudy from Alpha for Sealed Insights. It's great hearing your viewpoints on slabs. Oh yeah, Rudy. You can't beat Rudy. You can't even compare yourself to Rudy. He's clearly got distribution channels and more than one, and he's getting the product at below market price. And then what? He just buys up a bunch of it and then just sells it like a regular card shop. But then he also gets the benefit of, a million views. So he's like the easiest card shop ever. So he's got this huge advantage as this card shop with millions of views. So you can't compare yourself to him because, he's actually a card shop. And what did he do? He bought a whole bunch of sealed. And guess what? Pokemon cards, as it turned out, is the big thing. Pokemon cards, maybe Magic, maybe Dragon Ball, all these other sets, Lorcana. So all card shops are doing very well. He's just the very visible one. And then he comes out and he always says something like, oh, the market's going up, or oh, the market's going down. And here's the thing. Either he says those things in hindsight, and then, he's basically just reporting the news, or he places a future bet on whether something's good or bad. Half the time he's going to be right. You see what I'm saying? So he's got a pretty straightforward job here. And then he makes great content because his house is full of cases, and you go, wow, I never even thought to do that before, Here's Sarah Dusenberry. All right, Miss Sarah picking up Stanky Manky. All right. Good. Stanky Manky. All right. Yeah, that's all he has to do is keep grinding that wheel. He'll be very, very, very wealthy over time. Look at that. You're looking at, if he doesn't quit and retire, Rudy can't even use his bathroom anymore. I watch a lot of Rudy. Let me go ahead and grab this. And what do we got here? Ryan Trejo. I think I would argue I work a lot more with card grading and slab acquisition. Like I also sell booster packs, but I'm much more interested in the final product, which would be post grading. There's Ryan Trejo with an RY. You got Alakazam? Damn, dude, that's one of the best ones. Alakazam non-hollow. That's easy to sell. Okay, great job. That's one of the best ones that isn't like a starter, like Pikachu. All right, now somebody's going to get this Guillaume. Here it is. Chris A. Look at this Chris A. Okay, Chris A. That has to mean... There we go. Ooh, we just got an item in our vault. Harry Kennison? What? Look at this Harry Kennison round. Rainbow Tops Tentacool and non-hollow Tentacruel. That's so cool, man. All right. Now this goes to Chris A. You want to see a card? I just got an email just now. It said it went into my vault. You want to see one of my vaulted cards? You know, there's a lot of cards that make it into the PSA vault that I never show off on the channel at all. No one's ever seen them. They've never been in a clip. They've never been in a, you know, one of our shorts that we post shorts all the time, Mr. Jimmy, on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube, and TikTok. We have a second TikTok channel. It doesn't look official, but it is. So we have a second TikTok channel. It's called Cardconomist Clips, I think. All right, so Mr. Heavy Kennison. Not bad. You know, I didn't feel too good about your Tentacruel when you first pulled it, because I was like, that's not Charizard. But now knowing you also pulled a Tentacruel, that's pretty funny, actually. They're quite a pair. All right, there you have it. Look at that. Cool, man. How much you guys like these Rainbow Topps cards? They're pretty amazing, right? You know, one thing you guys could do is, even if your Topps card isn't going to grade 10, you can wait for a tag to open back up and to grade it with them, because they have like the most crystal clear holder, and then just show it off. Who cares what the grade is, you know? All right. Now the question becomes, do we host yet another Topps pack, or do we move on to something new? Because we've just been hosting Topps packs this whole time, man. I mean, how many Topps packs have we sent off? What's something else expensive we could host? You guys think about it for a second. Let me go report it over here that we're done with it. All right, under breaks history. Looks like we need a link. We're going to say Topps pack split at 1 hour and 57 minutes. Let's see. I do enjoy these. What's the alternative? Free Charizards. Feeling lucky and hits nice debt. Toss this back up here. All right, so let's show off that War Turtle real fast for fun. You guys want to see a little War Turtle? The War Turtle is also a card I'm not necessarily trying to collect. I just thought that the price was wrong on it. Okay, it's under vaulted now. So this card just made it into the vault today, like a minute ago. Oh man, this app is slow. So here it is. Right here, Expedition War Turtle. It says I have 489 items in the vault. I most recently withdrew like 28 items. So those will be coming back to us for sale, because I need an injection of slabs. We're low on slabs. There it is, War Turtle, Population 27 Reverse Hollow from Expedition. I always liked this card. I don't know why. It was just always really pretty. So I most likely way overpaid for that. That's the way it works. You just overpay, you know. And then what feels like overpaying today becomes a very good price tomorrow. Okay, so according to this, I paid $2,000 for that War Turtle. The PSA estimate on the card is $682. That doesn't make any sense to me. Now, the card ladder is a different number. The card ladder, hold on, let me go back. Dude, this app loads so slow. It's crazy. It's got to be my old phone. So the card ladder value is $2,237. Now, that makes sense to me, because I just paid $2,000 for this. So that should be setting a new value for it. My bet is it never really comes up for sale all that often. See, what any other interesting things in the vault? Yeah, I got this Avalug. You want to see an interesting card? I don't know if you're still here, Jimmy. I got this Avalug for like, I don't know, like $200 maybe. And what caught my eye was the recent certification on it. I said, whoa, those are really hard to get. Recent cert. Let's see. Yeah, so I have a collection of cards, 489 of them that you guys never see. It's just sitting in there. Now the new house going to have a grading room for the TCC slabs. Yeah, so I would love that. This time around, we're going to keep the encapsulator on the top floor with us so that I can sit down and personally encapsulate cards. Maybe we'll hire a new person. I don't know if we'll do that. If we hire a new person, then we'll want to put it in a private room so that we don't have to, you know, sit in the family room together. All right, let's take a look at the orders real fast, see if there's anything left. We're approaching 2 hours, so we're about done for the daytime stream. You guys know we have a nighttime stream too, so be sure to smash the subscribe button. PSA will alert you when we're live for the nighttime. Here's Andy Valdez, Marvel Impel Series 1. Wow, so if you want to talk about a set that is just selling to the moon right now, it's this Impel Marvel Series 1. We keep selling out of these. No exception. Here we are. I brought a little baggie of it over here. Here you go. Don't forget, if you get antsy and want to sell a box, I'm probably interested. A box of what, Mr. Ryan? A box of what? Of tops? No. The tops boxes that I'm sitting on, they're not like the ones on eBay. The ones on eBay are random. The ones I'm sitting on are like super perfect ones. I've got 2 types of tops boxes that I'm sitting on. I'm sitting on ones that I've already opened and tested. So I've opened a pack and realized it was like perfect. And then I got another type where it's sealed, but I'm well aware that it's a rare type of box. And it's got like perfect corners and all that. So it's like, maybe I sell you one. Maybe I sell you one for like 10,000. It's going to be like a hefty price, you know? So it's because I really picked through them over the last, like, whatever it's been, like 5 years since I started doing tops. I really picked through them and got like a ridiculous collection going on them. Hey, look at that. That's cool. Here's Quasar. Here's New Mutants. Daredevil. We're looking for Dr. Doom, by the way, Professor X. Here's Storm. And here's Captain America versus Wolverine. Man, I might have to open some of these for myself and then get them all set up and send them off to grade somewhere because these are cool, man. All right, Andy Valdez. I think the best place to grade them would be PSA, but PSA's shut down. So then what? Maybe CGC? I don't know. I actually really don't know where the best place to grade them while we're waiting for PSA to open back up. All right, Andy, did you say you had a bag? Let's see. Andy Valdez from 226. This bag will expire on 227. Okay, don't let it reach that point before shipping. You can also pay $5 to renew the bag if you're intentionally trying to store your cards here. So just don't let it get past 227. Don't let it get to 227 is my recommendation. You don't have to ship it tomorrow or even next month. All right, good. I just like to let people know. And then let's see. Item received at PSA Vault. I want to see, is that McDonald's Pikachu gone into the 2 Vault settings yet? I want to see if it's on the way to the Vault first. Let's see. So if I go to 2 Vault, I'm still waiting for the McDonald's Pikachu. Ah, there it is. No picture of it, though. Look at this, guys. The McDonald's Pikachu for 11,000, population 7. Pop 7 McDonald's Pikachu. It has the artwork, the exact same artwork that we're chasing after in the Crimson Invasion set. Cool, man. So that's going in. Neato. All right. I was a little nervous because they took a long time on that one. So let's grab one more slab here. Let's see what we got here. Here's Seismitoad, and that's a CS-Men card. And I believe last time we checked, that price was correct. So unfortunately, that one got a 9. Here's Haxorus 9. Here's, got some nice PSA slabs here. Here's a PSA 8 for 350. Okay. Well, we got some serious, we've held this for a while. This is Resurgence of Power Lightning for $40. This is a Cardconomist graded card, and pretty easy to get 10s on these Final Fantasy cards because they're actually printed so well. Just look at that. Beautiful card if you like lightning. It's very cheap, actually. I could turn this into a gym break today. Let's turn this into a gym break. So this consigned card shall now be a gym break. I buy that TCC slabs. Okay, I'm not going to turn it into a gym break. I'm going to set this to the side. It's $40, all right? Here's, look at that, man. Red Blastoise. Wow. Amazing. Here's, I think this came out of one of the boxes one time. So this is Talon's Dark Reach, Star Wars Galaxy. It's actually from 2012. So that's really old. That's a vintage Star Wars card. It's almost vintage. Here's Dark Golduck for 70. No, that's uncommon. Or that's unlimited. Cool, man. Look at those consignments. Some of them need repricing. Looks like some of them don't. Looks like some of them are priced correctly. Here's Ivan Rodriguez. He says he'll take the TCC slab. Let me give you a nice clean holder for it. Okay. All right. Appreciate that. So that's a Tammy sale there. She's been waiting for that one to sell for a little while. Tammy, did you hear that? I'll make sure she knows. Now would be a good time to have the encapsulator upstairs and just be able to encapsulate cards all day, because it's like, you know, PSA's shut down. Wait times have gotten extremely bad for grading. I have a couple grades I'm supposed to do for somebody. I wonder if I can enlist Cares to do that. Okay, CGC grades comics, so Impel might be better with them. That's an interesting point. Yeah, maybe that actually helps the perception on their value a little bit. Over here, we shall say Tammy Lowe. Lightning. 40 bucks. All right, there you go, Tammy. Let's get a Tammy store credit card out here. Here it is. We got a little Tammy card here. It says she has 31 left over. Look at that. She got a little cash. 31 times this amount. Okay, so it's 23. Is that right? Oh, I did that wrong. It's 40 times. So she gets $30 plus 31. I don't need a calculator for that. I know what that is. So she's up to $61 of store credit. Cool, man. I'm almost ready to get back on my video as soon as I get enough TCC slabs. He shows off the TCC slabs in some videos. You guys should go watch them. Go give him a view. He's definitely got enough slabs to show off. This gentleman's been buying up some slabs for a little while. All right, and here's, what do we got here? This is a Call of Legends Slowpoke. This is Stay With Me. That is a Final Fantasy card from Magic the Gathering. Very cool. This was going to be a break. It looks like it didn't go off. Brett Love, huh? Looks like it was supposed to be $160. Okay. So let's grab... Where'd my baggie go? He needs a big one. Master Chief Hardlight. Oh, yeah. There we go. Fits right in there. So this Hardlight card is actually super cool. It's an extremely rare pull from the Upper Deck Halo cards. We can look back into the price in a minute. Make sure that the price is up to date. All right, there we go. I have 16 Cardconomist graded slabs. I haven't ordered in a long time, but I still have them displayed. Damn, dude, that's so cool. That's very neat, man. Yeah, our equipment's still around. It just takes forever to get a grading done now because I got to do it. I've been thinking about hiring a moving crew to pick the encapsulator up. It takes like 6 men, or 4 at least. But it takes like 6 adult men to pick it up. It's that heavy. And so I've been thinking about having them move it upstairs so I can maybe have better access to it. Because right now it's tucked away in a corner in the furthest point, coldest, creepiest point of the home. It's kind of dank, you know. So, you know, pick it up, put it in a nice room next to my computers and my workstation. I'll probably work more on the grading. So, you know, if I did it from beginning to end, I know people will like that. But also, you know, it also might encourage Miss Alexis to get into the encapsulation. So we're still going to be here in our house for a little while. We're not moving tomorrow. So we're going to be here for a little while longer. So it is tempting. But, you know, I think last time I paid $600 to have that damn thing moved because it was so heavy. And they had to insure it too, by the way. So, you know, when you move a heavy item that's also expensive, they insure it. And so, yeah, moving a big item like that's not cheap. I got the Quip Art, Espeon, and Hunter. I love them. We have another Quip Art. It's not for sale, but I guess technically it could be. You know, she hasn't had time to do a lot of drawing. So she actually drew this, and she encapsulated it. She did the encapsulation on this one. And what's going on here, You know, I should just crack this and give it back to her, and I bet she would go in and re-encapsulate it. I bet she would. So I should just crack this for her. I was going to say, we could probably sell this with the wrong title, but if I give this to her, she's going to want to fix it. It is. Whoa. Wear glasses if you do this, guys. Haven't done a slab crack in a while. Wow. These are encapsulated really strong, as you can see. So our system is just as good as any encapsulating company. You can see how strong the encapsulation holds. I paid $25,000 for that encapsulator. Nowadays, that seems kind of cheap, but it wasn't always that way. Back then, a $25,000 Pokemon card was like unheard of. I don't have to be as gentle with the card because it doesn't have to grade perfectly. Okay, let's get this label out too. This will help her retype it. There you go. All right, cool. I'm going to hand this back to her, and I bet you she's going to work on that now that she has it. She knows how to encapsulate just like I do. It's not like rocket science encapsulation, isn't it? It's just kind of a dirty, dank job. Get all the plastic off the table. All right, good. So when she re-encapsulates that, that one will be available for sale. I don't know if she has any other drawings for sale. I can't remember if they've all sold or if she got any that never sold. She might have one or two that has a, oh no, our dice. Here they go. Okay, get those back. Yeah, I don't know if she has any that aren't sold. Isn't that cool though? She hand drew that. There we go. All right. Greek lady, what's up? I got the Quip Charlie Brown Pikachu holding a rock Halloween edition. That was an old one, man. She drew that a while back. Did you know she still draws a lot? She draws a ton, but she doesn't focus on making sellable Pokemon cards. She like draws like whatever she feels like. And so, you know, I catch her drawing like manga stuff, and I catch her drawing like just all kinds of stuff, but not Pokemon. So that's why you don't see the table flooding with Pokemon cards for sale. So, you know, she drew like some comic book strip type stuff, and she's drawing these humanoid characters and all this other stuff, but not Pokemons. All right, but she's been drawing the whole time. Both women are pregnant. I don't think it's a good idea because of the plastic smell. Oh, Miss Alexis might not be pregnant anymore. So I don't know. Maybe she should say that, but she doesn't hang out in the stream all day. All right, so we're all done. I'm going to go ahead and hop off. It's 6:27, and I'm going to hop off now. And I'll see you guys for the late night stream, like I said. Okay, I'll see you there. See you later, everybody. The marker review was cool. The marker review. I don't know what you mean by that. Oh, she made a little video. That's right. I remember now. All right, see you later, guys.